Screen actors, today's video is all about monologues. This is a subject that many of you have requested. People are asking, how do I learn and perform a monologue so that it's compelling and real? I'm Louis DiBianco, and this is Screen Acting Success. This is the channel you come to for your tips, techniques, and secrets to advance your acting career and help you book those dynamite roles. If this is your first time visiting here, definitely click subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Monologues. First thing to burn into your memory is that a monologue is a scene. Always think of it as a scene, which means you're not talking to yourself. We may never meet the other person, but you've got to see and feel that person's presence, especially if you're on camera, because the camera will see and feel the person if you do. Think of this image when you're learning a monologue. You want to perform so that your focus in your performance is an outward focus, not an inward focus. What does that mean? Well, when a person is in a scene and they're not really paying attention to their scene partner because they're thinking about their next line, they're inward, they're in their heads. And the camera reads that. It's an energy that we see, and it makes the performance fake. When you're really interested in the other person and how you're affecting that other person, the camera reads that. And the energy is powerful. It's focused and it reaches right out beyond the frame and touches the audience's heart. So you want that outward focus. And the way to get that is to make sure that you've clearly defined who it is that you're speaking to and you're treating the monologue as a scene. Before you begin to learn any lines at all, you're going to ask yourself 5 important questions. Who am I? I don't just mean your name. What is your purpose, your role in this story and in this scene? Are you the lover who's been rejected and you're fighting to win somebody's love? Are you a young man who's fighting for a top position in a company? Are you an individual who's been accused of a crime that you didn't commit and you're fighting for justice? Really define that. Who are you? Who is the other person? And of course, define, don't just say, know their name, but know their function in the scene, in the story. Is it the lover that's rejected you? Is it the person who's accused you? Etc. Then, where are you performing this? Where are you speaking? Where is this happening? If you're in a public place, and let's say it's an intense, intimate scene, well, if people can see you and hear you, it's going to affect the way you actually perform, the way you speak, your tone of voice, etc. So really define that clearly. Then, probably the most important question in all of your acting, what is my intention? What is the one thing that you're fighting for, that you must get before the scene ends? And then when you know that, what are the individual tactics, moment to moment to moment, that you're going to play in order to win that intention? Those are the 5 questions. Now that you know them, will you memorize the lines? Not yet. You're going to read the monologue silently to yourself to learn the emotional journey that your character goes on. Where are you at the beginning? Where are you at the end? At the beginning, how far away are you from achieving your intention? Do you achieve it by the end of your intention? By the end of the scene? Really, really know that. Once you know the emotional journey, you're very clear about that. Now you're going to begin committing the piece to memory. Here's how I want you to do it. Start to learn the words. Don't say them out loud yet. Don't fix an interpretation on a certain line or a certain word, etc. Just allow the words to be there. Then, when you think you know them, begin some activity that has nothing to do with the piece you're performing. For instance, cook a meal, wash dishes, change a baby's diapers, shave, put on makeup. You do this to, again, trick yourself and surprise yourself and make discoveries that you might not make if you're trying too hard intellectually to learn the lines. You say them and allow things to happen, to come to you. When you do it that way, your creative imagination will give you things that you might never have dreamed of and that you probably won't find if you're just going at this only with your head. So, a completely foreign activity. You're actually being irreverent with the script. You're just allowing yourself to say it in ways that you're not predetermining. That's how to get to a performance that will be and can be extremely unpredictable. That is performance magic. Okay, you've learned the words. Now, do a trial run on camera and get a friend, hopefully another actor, a scene partner, to be the off-camera reader. Yes, they're not going to be reading any words, but they're going to be there as a presence for you. Your focus will be, remember, outward on that individual, and moment to moment, as you go through the scene, through the monologue, you're going to be checking in to see what kind of an effect you're having on the person. That will read, and the more you do that truthfully, the more we're going to see and feel the other person, and most importantly, we're going to feel the urgency of the scene. It will come alive for us. Okay, you play it back, you do it again. See what improvements you need to make. Now, let's take a look at an actual monologue. Okay? Here's one on screen. It's from a play that I actually haven't read. I don't know the piece. It's called, has a strange title, And Turning, Stay. Yep, And Turning, comma, Stay, by Kelly Powell. I worked on this monologue with a wonderful acting student of mine, and the character's name is Amy. She's a young woman. She's talking to the young man she loves, Mark. She knows that Mark really, really loves her, but Mark is afraid of his feelings. He's afraid of getting too close to anyone. And that really, really hurts Amy, because she knows that he's lying to himself and he's keeping a distance between them. And throughout that scene, her intention is to break down his barriers so that they can become a loving couple. Very powerful stuff. I put it up here for another reason. I want you to go back after you've seen this video once or twice and take a screenshot of it, and then you're going to break it down into beats. But I haven't told you how to do that. Right. In a moment, I'm going to give you a link to a video I did that covers beats in detail and will teach you everything you need to know to find and define your beats in any scene or monologue. If you've gotten value from today, then definitely leave your takeaway in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, do it now and give the video a thumbs up. Okay, here's the image to the video called What Are Beats in a Scene? Combine what you learned there with what you learned here today and take your acting to a whole other level. And until the next video, always feel it, say it, mean it, book it.